fellow patriots. I'm Harriet Hageman, the lone congresswoman from the great state of Wyoming. I sent Liz Cheney packing 2 years ago. And in a little over 3 weeks, we're going to send her choice for president packing as well. Here in the West, we know when things are going right, and when things are going wrong. And we all know that with Biden and Harris in charge, anything that could go wrong has gone wrong. Just this week, Kamala Harris was on The View, that vapid talk show that is notorious for scraping the bottom of the intellectual barrel. But for once, they asked a good question: whether Harris would have done anything differently from Joe Biden for the last 4 years. Her answer: no way. What we're looking at for 4 years of Kamala Harris is failure after failure after failure. And her answer confirms that she isn't capable of leading this country. In part because of her sheer incompetence, and in part because she cannot grasp the extent of the damage and destruction she has already caused, not only in America, but throughout the world. But everyone who has suffered the consequences of their bad decisions, their policies, and their hubris, we get it, and we're fed up. We're fed up with the Biden-Harris inflation that has made it difficult to afford even basic necessities. We're fed up with the fact that American citizens must hold 2 jobs and still choose between putting gas in their car, food on the table, or paying the rent or mortgage. While President Trump cut taxes for working-class Americans, Biden and Harris did the opposite, and we're fed up with the consequences. We're fed up with the fact that VP Harris is so economically illiterate that she still doesn't understand that her tie-breaking vote on massive spending bills are the very reason that prices have increased more than 20% since they took office. And we're fed up with people like VP Harris who believe that small businesses and the American people are clamoring for higher taxes, more regulation, less freedom, and fewer choices. And we're fed up with open borders. We're fed up with the fact that our government, the Department of Homeland Security no less, is complicit in one of the largest human trafficking events in U.S. history. We're fed up with fentanyl flooding our cities and towns and the crime and death and destruction and sorrow that followed. We're fed up with illegal aliens not only invading our country, but Biden and Harris using our hard-earned money to house them in our national parks and funding their takeover of apartment buildings. We're fed up with violent Venezuelan gangs that terrorize our communities. And we're fed up with Kamala Harris refusing to take responsibility for her disastrous decisions while ignoring the consequences of her actions. And we're fed up with an administration that has worked night and day to increase the cost of energy while also decreasing its reliability. And while VP Harris is clearly incapable of honestly assessing the last 4 years in terms of the economy, border control, energy, public safety, and the protection of our God-given civil liberties, we can spell it out for her. We're fed up with VP Harris coming to the American people and demanding a promotion when she has failed at the job that she holds right now. So what are we going to do about it? On November 5th, we're going to re-elect Donald Trump in a landslide, and we are taking our country back!